What's up, everybody? It is 2 o'clock in the morning, and of course I'm at my favorite location to park. Well, not really favorite, but it's where I park when I come to the house with a load, because Swift doesn't allow you to take loads like Central used to, which in reality it's 2 o'clock and I wouldn't take it home right now anyway. I would wait. I would wait until morning time, drive to the house, park it in front of the house, literally in front of the house. But yeah, you're probably wondering, well, why did the student get off, or why did I drop a student off in Phoenix? Well, no reality. Like I said earlier, like beginning of the week, I needed to stop at the house. Well, I knew the route that I was supposed to take was supposed to send me through Fort Worth up to the 287, up to the 40 in Amarillo, and come all the way across, because this was going to Stockton, California. Now, the Zonar did not, oh, that light is working. The Zonar did not want to work like always, but my GPS was routing us that way until we went to the yard in Lancaster, Texas. Now, I look at it like this: if it was meant for him to sit in the truck, we would be on the 40. By the time I look at it, we passed the 35 east to get up to the 287. And out of that freaking noise. It's actually pretty nice, 77 out here. But he wanted to actually go home. He wanted to go home. Basically, I flipped the coin. If that takes us to the 20, to the 10, all the way across, he most likely will go home. If it takes us to the 40 and across, he's not going home. Now, I don't mind students going home. Now, I'm not backtracking to Phoenix to go pick them up, but that's another thing to where he already talked to his other half, and he was like, well, she'll drop me off. And I'm like, okay, don't forget, I live 4 hours away from Phoenix. 4 or 5 hours. In the truck, anyways. So, she volunteered to her. It's like, I'd rather have him home for 2 nights, a day and a half, than him not come home for a whole month or so. And plus, in all reality, he's out of hours. Pretty much has to do a 34. Granted, he could be sitting here right now doing a 34. I get up in the morning, get to the house, do what I need to do, and on Thursday, leave. Thursday, he's gonna come up here and meet me, and then we're gonna head to Sacramento, Tracy, California, and drop this load off. Now, I was gonna T-call this load, or try to T-call this load in Phoenix, and put the miles on for the pay period, but in all reality, I got the okay to just keep running it, and it'll go on next pay period. So, other than that, he's at home, and I'm out here so I can take care of what I need to do. Shouldn't take me no longer than a couple of hours, but give and take, I always want to have that extra time. This load's a drop and hook on Friday, so it's give and take on that too. But it's a drive-in. It's not a reefer. We never do drop and hooks out of Costco and Tracy with the reefer, and apparently they do it with drive-in. So, granted, I wish I was a day sooner, but as you can see, we sat on Sunday. So at the house, And the reason why I had to stop at the house is because I had to replace water heater. Or I needed to get it replaced. So yesterday, I ended up getting the water heater and replacing it. Pretty much almost everything new. This fitting right here, there's another version of this fitting, and it's cheap. Well, it's not cheap, it's expensive, and it doesn't work. But this brand, I forget the brand of it, it works hella good compared to the other one. Which this is the original one that I had in my head to get, didn't find it. But anyways, yep. This is a 40 gallon. I got a picture of this thing. And yeah, it was done. So, yep, got that taken care of. Now I got another issue that I got to deal with. Hey everybody, sorry about that. This is my 2016 Jeep Renegade. And got some issues with it. Lights are on, don't know why they're on. Or at least the bottom light's on, if you can hear me. Now technically it should unlock as soon as I grab the handle. Key's right here. It don't. So take this key out, unlock it, slide the key back in where it's supposed to be. Now I don't mind the Jeep. I enjoy the Jeep. I had it for over a year. It's that majority of 1 year. I had to take it in, get it worked on. The first thing, the key wasn't registering to the vehicle. Alright, so finally got that taken care of. It's been running fine. Then all of a sudden it got to a point where it didn't want to start. So right now, it's not doing anything. So I still drove it to where it was like, okay, well, use the automatic start. It'll crank up, get in it, push a button. There was no codes on it. None. Every time it was running, it ran fine. I call it a troublemaker because small engine, but yeah. And got in it today, since it sits majority of the time. Well, it sits, but it doesn't sit. So when I'm in the truck, it sits, but the family still could use it when they want to. But like I said, all you would hear is like a click. And I've seen this on other YouTube videos to where cars don't want to start and blah blah blah. The battery was checked, so the battery's still good, so on and so forth. But today, get here, accidentally, usually start leaving it running, but today, got here, I ended up turning it off. I don't know why. And get back in it, and I was like, alright. Just a click, nothing. So, other half picks me up, goes to the house. I go get jumper cables just to whatever. Before I even pop the hood or anything, get in it, try to start it. The temperature showed hot or overheating. And then next thing you know, it started talking about fuel connector and this and that. So I'm supposed to be in the truck right now. I just dropped off all my stuff in the truck. I'm waiting for a tow truck to get here so I could get it towed to the house and let it just sit there so I don't have to worry about it. So that's where the day's going. But other than that, yeah, the radio won't even come on. So far, I think it's just all electronic. The Jeeps, pretty much, yeah. But I don't know what to really say. I'm just waiting for a tow truck. because I probably won't be able to get this stupid thing looked at for a minute, and it's gonna sit again and go from there. So with that being said, wait for a tow truck, go in the dollar store real quick and get this thing towed to the house and let it park. So you guys have any idea of what the hell's wrong with this thing, leave a comment, because do not feel like literally putting money out. Because when it said it was overheating, I literally just came back like 30 to 40 minutes ago from leaving it here. And then I come back, try to start it, and that's when it was like overheat or whatnot. And it was like, yeah. So most likely it's a computer issue or there's something. But I should just get rid of it. And I don't know how this is gonna work. He's probably gonna have to put wheel lifters on the front axle, because since it won't turn on or anything, it won't go in gear. So unless there's a different way, I don't know. So through trial and error, tow truck wasn't equipped with, I don't want to drag this up on the flatbed, but after he ended up leaving and I'm waiting for another driver that has whatever, I found that you can release your shifter once you take this plastic piece off. You take that off, and there's that little hole right where the straw is at, and it's like a little clicker, a little thing to release your transmission to go into gear, and you can hear it click. Now you're supposed to push that in and hold it, and it'll release the shifter to go into neutral or whatever. And I ended up getting that off of a YouTube video after the guy ended up leaving. So yeah, it's great. We'll see when he gets here now. So yep. Alright, so we're back at the truck doing the walk around. My student should be here shortly. I told him to go grab something to eat with his other half while he's waiting on me. And yeah, so got the car towed to the house. It's gonna sit there until figure out what the hell I'm gonna do with it, or when take it to the dealer. Which a couple weeks ago the dealer was like, "Oh, it's gonna take about a month to 2 months to even get an appointment." So we're gonna try to save for that. But all in all, the main thing was to get the water heater replaced, and that's what I got done. Granted, spent a little extra money just because of a car, but got it taken care of. So like I said, parked here. This is the only place I could park the trailer when I have a load, which where I live, it could park right in front of my house and be more secure and safe because it's right there. But other than that, I'm waiting on him. I've already checked the engine oil and all that stuff. About to close the hood. I already know which direction I'm going, and we're gonna go from there. Yeah, if you guys have any information on what the hell's going on with that damn Jeep, let me know, because it's pretty much not giving me anything. And most cars I would have more of an idea of what's going wrong with it, but since it's electrical, most likely it's all electrical. Who knows? Alright everybody, it is 9 going on 9:30, and we are out here in Baker, exit 39. It's most likely not considered Bakersfield, but I call it Bakersfield. anytime tomorrow. The only reason why I say that is because of the information you get. Now, with this, I'm not sure if you guys are going to see this or not. Hopefully you can. This is the load info for the delivery. And it says, where is it? Okay. Driver assisting and unloading, no. Drop and hook, a exact drop. So that's basically saying it's a drop. Okay. Now, that being said, I have whatever tomorrow, because tomorrow's the first to drop. Now, you look on here, it says 10-1 from 0001 to 10-1-2359. And that's how we look at it. But I just looked at all these stupid messages. Then it tells us we got until this load delivers at 11 o'clock in the morning instead of whenever we get there. So, I don't know. When we left, before we left, I was like getting a headache. And it wasn't nothing major, but it was a headache. This whole freaking left side. My head was throbbing so bad that I felt like I was going to throw up. That's how hard my head was. But it calmed down. Got over it, hopefully. I took my contacts out, put my glasses on, hoping that was an issue, which it wasn't. But I'm getting over it. And I'm going to need to go in there and get some sodas. But I don't want to get out of the truck. I'm lazy. But with that being said, we'll see you guys later. And go from there. Right now we're clocking to be up there. He's taking a 30-minute break right now. About, let's say 2 o'clock, give or take. everybody. We made it to our delivery, as you can tell. We got here about 1:45 this morning, and they told us to come back at 10:30. So, as you see, when we pulled in, it was basically 10:30 when we got to the gate. But now we're just sitting here waiting on the door, which is right behind us. You see the red light. So that's the door we're waiting on. There's a truck in it. We're already set up for our next load. But I'll explain that in the next video. So with that being said, thank you for watching. I don't know how the video is going to be because I actually recorded it, and yeah, gotta get some of these clips situated. Don't know if it's gonna be 2 or 1 video. But other than that, comment, subscribe, let me know. Have a good one.